Hello, good morning. January 13th. Let's see. Retail inflation is increasing. So, inflation understanding and how it impacts our economy, that needs to be understood. That's very critical here. Then, on the first page, there's nothing left. You can go to the editorial page. On the editorial page, you have an article on trust deficit. This is about what the contract between the informal contract between the digital platforms and news platforms, say Google and some of the news websites there, and the balance of the financial balance and such benefits arising from it, and it is skewed in favor of the Google like platforms, and that's hurting the traditional news agencies. So that's the particular news about. We are not going to have a particular question on this for sure, but you can just understand such a situation is there. That's all. Maybe someday you can have a question on the big tech and their domination of all spheres of life. That could be a probable question. Talking to Russia, the situation in NATO and Russia is going more cold towards each other, more far away from each other. It's about that. Just read that. Social consensus against hate speech is required. And the article talks about the various, judgments and etc. It also draws from the anti-Semitism in Europe and how it resulted in Holocaust to draw the idea, to push the idea of like the need for hate speech, and the issues with hate speech. So we have seen a couple of articles regarding hate speech. Add this one to the list of it. Okay, read on it. And extra points, couple of cases are there, judicial verdicts are there. All these things need to be copied into your notebook. Now, to recast the selection process of the election commissioners, this is a very important topic. Election Commission is a constitutional body which UPC is very fond of. So, Election Commission has been accused of partisan or like biased actions in the last couple of years, with the recent example of attending an informal meeting with PMO. So in this context, this one analyzes the different issues involved with the appointment of election commissioners by the government, and it talks about the Judicial Act, what judiciary can do, certain legislations, the study of a committee, Justice Tarkunde committee, all these things. So that is very useful, a very good article. Write it, include it in your note on election commission. Reaping India's demographic dividend, another good article. What is demographic dividend? We all know, like, familiar with it. But then forward-looking policy in the name of that, it lists down 7 such policies. That's like a very UPSC-like article. So you can easily, first of all, it understands the fertility decline in India, and then goes about giving policy solutions. Very good article. Establishing India's Apple. It's about developing a research ecosystem in India. So just briefly go through this article. Not, it's very specifically ഒരു ചോദ്യം വരാൻ സ്കോപ്പ് ഉണ്ടാകുമെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നില്ല, അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ മാർക്ക് ചെയ്യാതെ, but still you can read that. You should read that. And then Bark was in controversy with respect to that Arnab Goswami thing and earlier. So now Bark is in news again. Please read on Bark. It's from a prelims perspective, not more than that. Then not much news. You can have about what elections are coming. So EVM and VVPAT, just read that. But ഇത്ര ഡീറ്റെയിൽ ആയിട്ട് നമുക്ക് ഇത് വായിക്കേണ്ട കാര്യമില്ല. ദിസ് ആർട്ടിക്കിൾ ഈസ് നോട്ട് റിക്വയർഡ്. EVM and VVPAT have a basic idea. What is VVPAT? How does it function? This is okay. You can read that. ഇതിൻ്റെ ആവശ്യമില്ല. This part is not read. This one is enough. Squaring up to India's education emergency. Okay, in the context of the pandemic and all. So just read that. This is from the archives. It's an old article. Sorry. So I'll give you a couple of perspectives. You can also read this one. Right. So that's it for today. Couple of articles to read on. Make sure you're reading that. Now, as far as this our preparation is concerned, mains is the key part, but prelims is equally important. So the days for prelims exclusive preparation is coming in at least from February if you are a first attempter or a second attempter. And if you are kind of like, if you cleared prelims before, or if you are going into a third or fourth attempt, meaning you have covered books thoroughly, good books enough time, then you can maybe look from March or mid-March. But so understand a timeline for yourself, and then make sure you are finishing your mains preparation in a reasonable time. February തുടങ്ങുന്നതിന് മുമ്പ് ഇനി നമുക്കൊരു 15 ദിവസം കൂടെ ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ അതൊന്ന് റൗണ്ട് ചെയ്തെടുക്കുക മെയിൻസ് പ്രിപ്പറേഷൻ, so that once you clear prelims you should be able to give a meaningful attempt. Okay, അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ. Have a good day.